Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy, the Mystical Badass, and today we're going to take a little dive into Mercury Retrograde, and instead of looking at what not to do, we're going to look at the things that we're supposed to do during Mercury Retrograde in order to keep things less chaotic, okay? So Mercury Retrograde started April 1st. As I'm videoing this, it's the 2nd, but it started yesterday, April 1st, goes through April 25th. Then we'll have that shadow time where it's a little bit less invasive, okay? And the shadow time will last about a week to 2 weeks tops. All right. So I have 14 tips on what to do during Mercury retrograde. So the first thing, I have my little notes here so I don't miss anything important, okay? The first thing to do is avoid starting any new projects or anything new that's big. By big, I mean like a new work project, a new home renovation, a new job if you can refrain from that, new employment, new relationships, not a good thing to start at this time either. Another new thing people ask me about is like buying a home or a car during this time. You can, any time that you want to start one of these new big things during a retrograde, you can, but you have got to use caution. So if you're buying a home or a car, make sure you thoroughly check out the car, a home, thoroughly check the home, make sure the foundation is correct. The electric, make sure the electric is proper. You know, everything is up to par. And also contracts. Make sure the contracts are exactly how you want them to be. Make sure every I is dotted, T is crossed, and it's going how you want it to go. Okay? So I would avoid absolutely, so you do avoid starting those things, but if you have to, definitely use caution. Okay? And take your time. Don't rush in. Number 2 is confirm any plans. Meetings, lunch dates, dinner dates, anything that's that you have planned ahead of time. And another thing is like big things like weddings, receptions. This is if there's anything that's going to be going on during this time that's big like that, you're going to want to confirm. You're going to want to make sure everything is up to par. This is where communication gets stifled, or messages might not get sent properly, or misunderstandings. So anything that is a plan that you have during this time, always confirm it, like travel plans too. Another one that's a big thing that you're going to want to make sure is up to par, okay? 3 would be to back up your phones and computers. Anything that's important or sentimental, you're going to want to back up. Again, with the electronics and things that might get mishapped, okay? Number 4, journaling. So when Mercury's in retrograde, we have a better understanding of our own thoughts and feelings. And this is the time where it's easier for us to be honest with ourselves. So taking the time out to journal, write down what you're truly feeling. This will relieve any confusions that you have about pretty much anything. So if you're confused about anything from the past or what's going on now, take the time, set aside, and journal, and just go within. Take the time and really dive deep into see how you really feel about certain things that have gone on or that are going on. It will help you see things a little bit more clearly. And I think that's one of the important things to do during Mercury retrograde that's not talked about enough. So, try it. Number 5, be cautious with the exes. This is a time, all over social media, you're going to see, oh, it's Mercury retrograde. Your ex is coming back. Okay. Could be just use caution, because when they do come back or just even reach out to you during this time, it would be for a quick little in and out. It's not for a setting up roots, making it last. It's not about that at all when they come in during Mercury retrograde. So that is a past that you don't want to revisit. Okay. Number 6, be flexible. Between all the issues with technology, miscommunications, there's travel plans. I have a client that was traveling today, and I was going to text her and just tell her to give herself enough time, and then she ended up being extremely early, and then there ended up being a broken plane, so she had an extra long layover. So, you know, travel plans, they do get misconstrued. They do happen, whether it's like the plane breaking down or her going super early, flights being canceled, delayed, all things like that. Even if you're traveling by car, give yourself plenty of time. Okay. Make sure to prepare for pretty much any scenario and be flexible. Be prepared to stay longer or have to rush. Just have yourself extra snacks, whatever. Just be prepared. Be flexible. Okay. Number 7, slow down. Mercury is in retrograde, so it's going backwards. This is a time where we it's good for us to slow down, go into nature, meditate, maybe take a day off and just be. If you need to shut out the world, shut off your phone, shut off the computer. It's okay to do that and just leave the world outside for a minute, and it makes you take the time to slow down. This is definitely a good time to dive in and ground yourself. And you can ground yourself by treating yourself to an Epsom salt bath. If you live where it's nice, go outside and put your feet in the grass. Just sit in the grass and imagine that there's roots growing from the bottom of your feet down to the center of the earth, and try to hold that vision for a while. Definitely like a few minutes. Burning some sage, doing some guided meditation for the root chakra or for grounding, and listening to frequency music for grounding. Those are wonderful things that will help you get grounded and just kind of slow down. Number 8, revisit past issues that linger. But it's to revisit them to see what lessons that we can learn from them. So if you keep feeling yourself going back to this past issue that you've had, and it doesn't matter how long ago or how not long or how recent it was, just revisit it. This is like when you're taking the time for yourself, or a good time would be when you're journaling. Revisit this past, and instead of like dwelling on it, take what lessons can I take from this? What lessons can I not repeat? How do I not repeat this? Or what can I learn? Anything that you can take that would help you with growth. That is why we revisit it, not to bring it with us, okay? And number 9, add citrus to your food or drink, okay? Citrus is the essence of Mercury, so it will help with understanding other people. It will help you with your own communication. Plus the vitamins, right? But citrus is a really good thing to add to your time during retrograde. So have that water with lemon or the tea with lemon. Grab an orange, eat a grapefruit, all of that. It'll help you definitely with that communication or the miscommunications that will be going on. Add lavender to your life. This will help with that relaxation vibe that we're going to be wanting during this retrograde. A lot of times Mercury retrograde is a shit show. So instead of, you know, dealing with it head on as the shit show, just try to bring the vibe down with some lavender. Make sure it's real lavender, natural lavender, not a fragrance oil, not some fake manufactured lavender. So don't go to Walmart and grab a lavender candle that's a fragrance oil. You're going to want real lavender, essential oils. If you have room or linen sprays, make sure that they're made with essential oil, you know, real lavender. Take a lavender bath, spray some lavender linen spray on your bed, pillow. It will help keep the vibration calm during this uncalm time. Mint's the same way. Retrograde can mean chaos, and mint kind of wards off the chaos that comes along with the retrograde. So again, with the natural mint essential oil, you could put some sprigs of mint around the home, mint tea, if you like that sort of thing. It will help also with keeping the chaos to a minimum. Number 12, burn some candles. You know, they set the tone, they set the vibe. There's some different colors that would be really good during this retrograde time. So yellow, that helps relieve the anxiety and the stress. Blue, communication, okay, like your throat chakra, communication. So burn a blue candle. White candle will help keep it cleansed, to keep your area cleansed and your home cleansed of chaos. And black, it repels any negative energy. Okay? And then we have number 13. Crystallize your technology. So a good thing to do before you go to bed is, if you have some crystals, put a crystal on your phone, put a crystal on your computer. This will help. Those are things that we use to communicate. Those are things that we use to be productive, and retrograde can throw it all out of whack. So try to protect that from happening. Use a clear quartz to cleanse any negative crap from it. Blue lapis for clear communication. So the things that you're receiving or sending out are going to be understood, or they're going to go through properly. Okay. And smoky quartz kind of it will protect from needing to, you know, like protect from the technical difficulties that we need to back up our things for. So smoky quartz, or even black tourmaline. Okay. And then we have 14. The final thing that I could think of to do for the retrogrades is manifest. But question mark, like, do we want to manifest? I say yes. You'll read many things that say don't manifest during this time because you're going backwards. And I'm not saying to full-blown go into like a manifestation mode or anything like that. But if you go back to number 7, which I'll tell you, that's the slow down. That was the slow down. Okay? If I remember right. Hang on. Yep. Slow down. So go back to number 7, where it's the slowing down and taking time for yourself. Get into, this is where we would want to start a manifestation. So this is when I would tell my clients, all right, let's sit down and let's write a list. What do you want in your life? Who do you want in your life? What do you want your life to be like? What kind of job do you want to be having? What kind of pay do you want to be bringing in? Things like all of the things that we normally would manifest, right? So during this time of retrograde is when you're going to want to sit down and write everything out. This is what I want. This is how I want it. This is when I want it. Da 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 da. You can write everything down. Give yourself the 3 weeks of the retrograde to make sure that you have everything perfect. Because if you're not specific enough, it won't come to you. So you have got to be specific. If you want a certain job, what hours do you want to work? What do you want to be doing? What pay do you want to have? What kind of people do you want to work with? You know, certain things would be, how close to home do you want to be working? Do you want to be working at home? be extremely specific. If you have a certain company that you want to work for, that you want to see, you know, that you do see yourself working for, that's the specifics of things. If you're trying to manifest a relationship, one thing that people always forget would be somebody who's emotionally connected or emotionally available, or physically available. So if you don't do that, then you might actually meet somebody who's across the country and they're not physically available. So you have got to be extremely specific. And this is where I say, yeah, we manifest, but this is our very beginning of the manifestation, where we take the time to write everything down the way that we're going to want to manifest it. Okay, so those are your 14 tips of what to do during Mercury retrograde. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care and keep the chaos at bay, right? All right. Bye, guys.